Hey y'all, welcome to Design to Get Dirty with the McRae Sisters. I'm Paige.
And I'm Kelly.
And we're...
the McRae Sisters.
Dude, that's the best we've ever
Oh, that's
had.
honestly the best we've ever had. Also, I'm straight up from the dentist, so if you see some fluoride on my teeth, mind your business. I look like I haven't brushed in a while. In a while. But it's just fluoride. So,
Getting those babies
I'm getting them pearly white for y'all.
clean.
Yeah.
But tell the people.
No, I'm embarrassed. Okay, I went to the dentist and I haven't been wearing my night guard. Big grinder. Grinding
Not
so
the app.
hard.
No, just to confirm. Not the
Well,
app.
that too, but
Oh.
no.
I mean, no judgment, but news to me. This whole episode just took a turn. It's actually Kelly coming out of the closet.
Men are so trash. Just thought I'd look crazy. I keep trying to meet friends.
Is Grindr just for men though?
I have no idea. No, but seriously, big teeth grinder. So much so that I grinded a crack in my tooth. So now I have to get a crown, which is just crazy because I thought only people above the age of 50 got those, but...
No, dude, I have one.
Paige! What?
You
I
never-
was telling you about how self-conscious I was about getting this crown, and you were were you waiting for the podcast?
You never asked.
No.
You never looked me.
I told you to open your mouth.
Yeah.
I said open your mouth and let me see.
And you didn't see it apparently.
No, you said you got a porcelain. You didn't go with the gold.
Gold? What are we, fucking pirates?
That's what Dr. Chris has, though. Dr. Chris is like, you can get the gold much more expensive.
Dude, your lipstick keeps sticking to your forehead. So, yeah, I had like... I had like 4 fillings done. Or like 5 fillings done. And they were all... They did them in silver. Because I was like, I'm gonna go the cheaper route.
Wait,
and then...
Fillings are...
Like for cavities.
Oh.
And then they were all done in silver. So I like still have a couple.
Baller. Sterling.
So they were like,
096 in there.
Yeah, people don't say that. People be coming for me for my teeth. But like, yeah. So I had them all done in silver because that was the cheapest option.
Yeah.
And then slowly, over the years, I've had them redone
To porcelain.
to porcelain so that it's more natural. But yeah, this back tooth is a completely fake tooth. They had to.
From a cavity?
Yeah, they did a root canal.
What? How did I
And then
know
they
this about
stuffed
you?
it. You know,
Root
stuffed
canal.
it. Yeah, they like. I mean, I don't know the like technical, but it's like I go up into the roots.
Right.
But yeah, and then they shaved my tooth down to a nub,
And you had a fake tooth on.
and I have a fake tooth on.
Fake ass bitches.
Yeah. I've had that done for
I
years.
What was that?
Like when
from?
we first moved, like when I first moved back here, I think is when it was done.
Okay, so it was
It's
in
been
the
like
2021
like
range.
4 years. Yeah.
From a cavity.
Yes.
Essentially.
Yes.
Damn. I feel better. Okay, there's
Oh,
nothing-
good, I'm glad.
Sorry that happened to you. But also,
I feel like it's very normal. I feel like
it's-
most people.
have dental work.
Yes.
It makes me feel, I was embarrassed in there. I was embarrassed that they were talking about my moderate wear, my moderate posterior wear, making me feel all bad. I'm like, I'm stressed out. I don't know what to tell you.
But also the audacity of this bitch
Yeah,
to
that's
look
crazy.
me in the eye last week and
Right,
say, "Have you ever tried wearing a night guard?
I'm worried about your teeth.
I'm worried about your
wear a night guard.
I'm worried about your teeth. You should wear a night guard." I was like,
Yeah.
"No, I wear my retainer." She's like, "Oh, you should wear a night guard,
Yeah.
bitch. You should wear a night guard."
Bitch, I should wear a night guard.
I'll never
Crazy.
get called out on my wear and tear.
I'm not gonna lie, it also makes you feel better because you have damn near perfect teeth. And to hear that there's some hidden gems in there.
I told you I don't have perfect teeth.
We try to be close. So anyways, I gotta get a crown next week. Will not be getting the gold crown, unfortunately. It wasn't even an option. Going porcelain, and then I gotta get a night guard. And I have to get the lower retainer removed. Because
Oh, yeah. That's bad for you.
dude, it's so hard to keep clean. And I was like, is it an option to take it out? He's like, oh yeah. I'm like,
Yeah, I had mine removed.
what do you got? So you wear a bottom retainer?
Yeah.
Oh, why has no one been telling me this? I was like, I had
Bro, we were at a event when
What?
my bottom retainer broke. We were at like the Sand Sports, and
yeah.
I was like, my bottom retainer broke, and I had to spend the whole weekend with it like this metal wire just flapping in my mouth.
No, I completely
And then
remember
I
that.
got home, and I went to the orthodontist, and he was like, "Yeah, just take it out. We don't actually put them in anymore because they're too hard to keep clean."
Yeah. So I'm gonna have that taken out as well. And then just bottom retainer in. So
What do you have to say about that, Chief?
Dad, we're talking about my teeth again.
On camera?
On camera.
Yeah, we promised the people we would be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna come down and
Dad
Stop!
only brushes his teeth once a day, so.
And yet he has like perfect teeth.
What are you doing?
Stop!
They can't see, Dad. They can't see you on that side. You gotta come on
That's
this
why
side.
I'm on this
He's
side.
messing with me.
Oh, you gotta come on this side.
Dad's just saying I have stuff on my teeth. Yeah, it's fluoride. Alright? It's what the fancy people wear.
Dad can't even pronounce it.
Spell fluoride.
F-L-O-R. That's Dad spelling it, by the way. I know that there's a U in it.
No, there's definitely a U.
Just want to clarify.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's what that's been taking up most of my day.
Yeah, so it's been taking up most of my time.
Yeah.
It's cool. Kind of, not really, but
Yeah, it's not super
It's
cool
kinda shitty.
at all. And I don't have dental insurance, so
buy
I'm
more.
gonna be going to the bank
Buy more shirts.
so I can get my crown.
Just kidding. Kelly doesn't get paid.
Yeah, I don't care. No, I did. 88
cents.
baby.
Dude, yesterday we got.
I became an official employee yesterday.
Yesterday we got I got a payout email from Shopify
Yeah.
for 88 cents.
And we were like,
And I sent it to
we're
Kelly.
going to cronies.
Of course, that's on me. I sent it to Kelly though, like a screenshot, and I was like, what did I say? Congratulations, like hard work pays off. On this day of St. Patty's, I knew our luck would turn around. Like
And I
we're
didn't-
finally gonna start paying ourselves.
And I didn't even I just read the message, didn't look at the photo really, and I was like, oh my god, wait, this is so cool. And then I saw the 88 cents, I'm like, this bitch. Bitch. Technically, 44 cents of each of those beers are free if we did go to Crowdy's.
I was like, nah, we got jerseys to pay for.
Sure.
Which exciting update, I haven't even told you yet. So yeah, we have, well, I mean, I guess not that. I mean, it's exciting, but it's not like,
True.
you know, groundbreaking. So we have been working on 8 new adult jersey designs. We're super excited. This has been a long time coming.
Yeah.
We were supposed to release 4 last summer, or like last September before the season kind of started, and then our previous manufacturer raised their prices, and so we kind of like put a halt on things. I don't know, have we talked about this?
I don't know.
Honestly, whatever. Y'all, if you've heard it, you gotta listen to it again.
Also, though, I think only 7 people listen to our podcast, and y'all probably hadn't heard this side of the story. Anyway, listen to that.
Anyway, but yeah, so our previous manufacturer like raised prices again, and we just got to a point where we were like, we can't afford to continue producing.
It doesn't make sense to continue producing at that price.
That, but like we literally couldn't afford it. Like, it's like it didn't make sense because we couldn't afford it, and we
Right.
would have had to either eat the additional cost, which we already like our margins are already pretty small because we order like the minimum order quantity. So like the minimum order quantity is 300. That means the price per unit is higher. Versus if we were to order like 1,000, the price would go down. And so we already were like paying a lot more and kind of like eating that cost. Our margins are a little bit smaller, but we also were like, we want to do right by our customers and we don't want to overcharge, because we know in the long run, like 5 years from now, when we are ordering larger quantities, we want to be able to, if anything, decrease our prices. And so anyway, we're like, we just can't afford this, and we were in the process of looking for a new manufacturer. And that's not to say like it's nothing against our previous manufacturer, and we still have a relationship with them, and we would still like the door is still open to manufacture with them, but it, you know, we were like, hey, if you guys can't
Match this price.
if you guys can't reduce the prices, then this isn't going to work for us. And so while we were in our search for a new manufacturer, we did the How I Built This podcast, and someone heard the podcast, reached out. She has worked in like sports manufacturing, product development, and kind of just was like, hey, if there's anything you need help with, let me know. I'd love
Incredible.
to help. And I was like, actually, we are looking for a new manufacturer. And this was kind of something I took on, was to like find one and vet them. And I was having such a hard time with it. And we were coming up against like language barriers if we were going overseas. And so it was a really frustrating process. And I think equally frustrating because we had the designs ready and we wanted to launch these new jerseys because we've had, our existing designs for a few years now, but we also were like, we need to be really smart about this. But yeah, so I asked this lady, I said, do you know any manufacturers?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Do you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lake?
Yes.
And
They're working with the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man?
the Muffin Man! She introduced us to a manufacturer who is amazing. And they were able to not only lower our cost per item, but like significantly lower the cost of production, and printing and all the things, which is just so exciting. So, all that to be said, we started working with this new manufacturer, but we kind of had to like redo some of the things. Like we had to redo samples and redo like aligning the prints on the patterns and making sure that everything works the way and looks the way that we want it to. And so it's been, all that to say, it's been a long time coming.
On our end.
On our end, yeah. Like no one else really is just like, oh, when are you guys coming out with more jerseys? But for us, it's like these jerseys were supposed to launch like last September, and October, November, December, January, February, March. It's March. 6 months later, we're like finally getting the samples for all of them. And in that process, though, we were like, we had so many other design ideas come up, and so instead of doing 4, we expanded to 8.
Mm-hmm.
I think 7, 8. I think it's 8.
No, you keep saying 8, and then I forget that we're doing more than 4. So 8 sounds good.
The 2
and 2.
check.
2 and 2. You know what I mean by that. We're not gonna be
So maybe it's 6. I thought it was 8.
We're not doubling.
Oh, you know why I keep thinking 8 is because, so we're doing 6 new designs. My apologies, I take it back. We're doing 6 new designs, and then we are reordering sizes in the animal print and the bull skull jerseys, because we've been sold out of those sizes for a while, so we're tacking those on. That's why I was thinking 8. I was like, I know we ordered 8 jerseys, but
8 made sense in my mind and then I was like, but dang, did we make that many designs?
6 brand new designs.
6 brand new.
And they're so freaking cute. Oh my god.
You guys.
And there's like something for everyone. Like,
yeah.
In this drop, there's like, if you like pink, I know a lot of y'all have been asking for something pink.
Very surprising. A lot of people still want pink. They just want it done right.
Yeah. So we've thrown a little pink in there, a little tomboy, something for our Western girlies.
Western, something for our like simple, clean design girlies. I would say I don't want to
say it. I know.
I don't want to give it away.
Because knowing our luck, someone's gonna we're gonna say it, and that's why
someone's gonna make it.
Someone's gonna make it. So we're like, keep these on lock.
And for people who don't think, because at first when we were first starting this company, we were like, we're too small. No one's paying attention to what we're doing like that. There have been some weird synchronicities that are a little too close to home.
Been some duplicates.
There's been some dupes, and we're like, no
shot that you came up with that idea.
No, like honestly,
coincidentally after we launched a product or a video or something.
Right, and
which we're flattered.
Also stuff happens, and they might have been like, hey, we just happened to pick, but they came to our booth and saw our stuff, and then all of a sudden there's this new hoodie available, and we're like, excuse me.
Suspicious.
I didn't think so. I didn't know who this was at first, and I was like,
ma'am. It's mom pulling into the driveway. We're like, ma'am,
you can't park there.
Do you mind? Quiet on set. Well, that was rude.
That was crazy.
Someone is petty cry. Someone woke up and chose violence.
Honestly, kind of funny.
Someone woke up and chose petty today. But yeah, anyway, so that's what we were like, because we have some of the samples already. And we were like, oh, should we rate? Because we're racing in the Biltwell in a couple weeks, and we're like, should we race in them just to like,
it's such risky business.
just to get like a sneak peek? But I was like, they are moving into production, which should take like 2 months. But I'm like, it's risky. We're not willing to risk it because these designs, and they were like hand drawn for us. Well, yeah.
You can't say anything.
I know I can't say anything.
You can't.
I know. So it would be very obvious if someone copied
Yeah. Like people, like we.
the one that I'm thinking of specifically.
Oh yeah, and like they're all really unique. Well, a lot of our stuff is very different from what's in the industry. So when someone
Copies it, we're like,
looks
that's
similar, we're like,
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I
But-
cannot wait for these new designs. Though.
I know.
Like I love our current jerseys, but
Yeah.
this next round is just like I feel like even closer. Because in the beginning, when you're making stuff, like it is like as you continue to grow and make more stuff, you like start to like redefine or like define your brand more and more and more. And I just feel like these align so much with our brand, with our style, and like absolutely love our first jerseys. But these are just like
even better.
yeah.
But I think it's like, it's also, we've now been doing this for 4-ish years. So we have
Right.
4 years under our belt of talking to customers, figuring out what people want, what people don't want. Like when we first started, we thought for sure no pink. Like we were like, no one wants pink anymore.
Right.
Like girls are not asking for pink. Like if anything, they're asking for
Other
anything
options.
but pink. And so when we first started, we were like, okay, no pink. And then once we launched our stuff, people were like, where's the pink? And we're like, well, that's fucking crazy.
It's
What do
crazy.
you mean, where's the pink?
And they're like, we don't like when essentially
Like boy pink. Like they don't want like boy pink on a boy design.
Right.
Like they want pink in a
Girl
feminine, girly, tasteful design. And
Right.
so we were like, okay, that's a whole new ball game.
right.
And so
And I think we freaking nailed it.
yeah, I'm like,
I think we nailed it. That
dude, if this isn't what leads to our tipping point, I don't know what will.
I don't know what y'all want if you don't buy
These jerseys are insane. And again, like, it doesn't take away from our existing designs, because I still think our existing designs are like on brand.
Yeah.
They're impactful, they're beautiful, and I think they are still relevant. Like
even with the new designs that I love so much, like the Daisy jersey just has such a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
I love wearing that bad. I mean, I love all of them, but like I love the Daisy design.
and I feel like that was part of what we wanted to achieve, was creating designs that didn't go out of style every year.
right.
And because it's like there's such a quick turnaround in this industry specifically, and I'm like, I don't get it. Why? Like, why does there have to be a new? Because I mean, I know why from like a business standpoint, that you're like basically
You wanna
tricking
create.
people into buying more gear, like spending
Sure.
money with you but like it just, to us, we were like, that is literally what started all this, is that I ripped my jersey and I just wanted a replacement jersey and I couldn't find it anywhere.
I think it's wild, yeah, that they don't, with the turnover, they don't keep any old styles, even if they're selling well. I feel like they're like, all right, that was available for 6 months, on to the next thing. And you're like,
But also,
well,
I think that's a sign, and maybe this is more for the women's side than like the men's side, but I'm like, that the designs just aren't that like relevant. If they go out of style in 6 months, then like, are they really
yeah.
relevant, or are like people just buying them because they're hyped up? And so I don't know. I was like, I still feel like our current jersey designs are like super relevant.
Yeah. I think they
And-
all like touch on different, like you said, different personalities
Mm-hmm.
too. Like so many women love, especially that do like the vintage races and ride Harleys, like love the So 70s jersey, and like
Mhm.
the Daisy's like a little more feminine. I feel like we did a really good job of like touching, each one hits a different sort of like persona in a sense.
And these next ones just like, I think, expand on that even more.
Yeah.
Like I said, like really honing in, like, okay, if you're more of a tomboy, and then there's like tomboy, I'm trying to think of how to describe it without giving them away, but I don't know. Anyway, so, but all that to be said, the manufacturer emailed me today and asked if we wanted to come in and do a tour of the facility when they get the samples next week, and then watch in real time our samples being made.
That's sick.
And I was like, yeah, but let me know when. and we'll be there. Beep beep, motherfucker, we're on our way. And I was like, yeah, that would be so cool. So our samples like will be done next week,
Did.
and then like the full sample run, and then well, I take that back, not the full sample run, but this is also part of the exciting part. So we have existing patterns for the sizes extra small through small through extra large. We are increasing our size line to include a double XL and a triple XL based on feedback from all of you. So we really appreciate it, and we're so excited to be able to expand our size offerings to more women and be more inclusive of more body types. So we have to basically, like, what we're going to do is print the samples for the existing patterns that we have. Because this is a new manufacturer working with our existing patterns, they want to make sure that like the sizing for small through extra large is similar to what we currently have. So then they can base the additional patterns for double XL and triple XL off of that. Because like basically they were like, well, hey, if we just make up these patterns, but then like based on what's standard, but then we make you an extra large or the large or a medium, and it's not how your current jerseys fit, then the double XL and the triple XL won't fall in line with your brand sizing. And I was like, that makes sense. So we will have the samples of the small through extra large next week. Hopefully, knock on wood, hoping that all of that is good to go, then they will make the patterns for the double XL and triple XL. And then we'll be able to have jerseys. So we'll have all of our jerseys in those additional sizes besides the Daisy and the So 70s. Just because I don't think we're going to continue those lines.
Down the line.
Down the line.
I don't know.
We'll see. As of right now, we're not continuing.
As we were talking about, like, relevant. But it is, like, if something's not...
That is funny. Like, we're like, oh, it's relevant, but...
Well, I mean, I still think...
I think we would do, like, maybe, like, a version of it. I think there's things... It's not, like, the designs themselves. I think it's maybe, like, now that we've done this for a few years, we would make a newer version of it. Like, I would love to make an updated version of the Daisy jersey.
Right.
Because it didn't... As much as you love... I know you love it, and we love it. It wasn't what we initially planned.
It wasn't the initial design. No, it wasn't what we thought. But also, I want to touch, because it sounds like kind of hypocritical. But again, like when we make a design, we do want it to be unique but classic. Like something that is, I think, like you said, can surpass time. But also, as a business, we think it's crazy the turnover rate of like, it feels like months is the turnover rate. Like it's not. It's just like here's something new, and like the last one was super irrelevant now, and like. No one wants the old design, but for us, we really do want to have sustainable fashion where like it lasts. But also as a business, if something's not selling or isn't not selling as good as something else, then you have to listen to what the people want. So
sure. And I mean I think part of it is like we acknowledge that part of it is just our name isn't out there. Like there's still a lot of people who don't know about us, and so for all we know, if we get bigger and they're like... if we get bigger and the So 70s jersey sells out, then it's like, oh.
We're going to remake that.
Then let's bring it back and remake it. But right now, because we have limited resources in terms of, like, money, like, that's it. Limited resources in terms of money.
And storage.
We honestly weren't even sure if we were going to refill the animal print and the bullish jersey sizes that sold out. Like we're like, dude, do we just let the original designs like sell out and we continue, like we move forward with these 6? But those sold out pretty quickly and continue, like we've had people continue to reach out and ask about them. So we're like, okay, this is something that's worth making. Whereas like some of the other jerseys like haven't sold as well, but again, maybe it's just because not enough people have seen them. And
but also they've been on the market essentially for almost 4 years.
And that's what I was going to say too. Like I know it's which I agree. Like laugh that we literally were just talking about turnover, but then we're like, we're not making those again. But also they've been on the market for 4 years,
right?
And so we also want to stay fresh.
We want to be offering fresh designs, but we just like also want to be creating things that are inclusive, and I think a great word is classic. Like, that's why I think our designs, I like to describe them as like clean. We're not overdoing it, and I feel like that helps with keeping things relevant.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they get way too busy, or like, this is going to be a really niche person, where like I feel like we really do try to keep it like simple, clean, classic, unique, and we try to be as broad as we can with our designs aligning with our brand, but also we do want to encompass all the different people and their tastes, because we want everyone to rad, man. And that's why we're trying to expand our sizing as much as possible and do as much as we can to be as inclusive, so we get more cool Nick Honeys out there riding around.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
And then I think once we...
Hell yeah. No.
I know. I'm not going to say hell yeah, brother. Sorry.
Hell yeah, brother.
Inside joke.
Joke,
That
yeah, no.
cannot be...
No.
This man said wild things to me in a text. And I was like, Kelly, what do I respond to this? And
Hell yeah.
we both... No, I said it. And I was like, Kelly, I read the text and I was like, what do I respond to this? And we both paused. Long pause, and then I just go, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, no. Maybe one day on our podcast. I don't know. Sometimes.
If him and I make it to the altar, I'll tell the story.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah. And then hopefully, like, once we get the jerseys, like, the samples get approved and we kind of get this piece underway, then we can turn our focus back onto the pants and increase our size offering for pants, make more colors, make like a spring line versus a winter line, meaning just like the fabric used is for warmer weather versus our pants are for colder weather. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I think pant production has kind of been paused. Again, like we can only handle so much at one time, and I obviously like our medium black pants like sold out, which is freaking rad. Also kind of scary because I need another pair, and we don't have any, so that's crazy.
I do think that's a testament though to how much people wanted just like a simple pant, like all black, all one color. We definitely get the most compliments on that. Like even guys are like, I wish dudes had a simple option like this where it's
and then you could change your jersey out, which is the whole point of why we did it.
Yeah, we love a mix and match, and I think too that's just our taste too. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a loud design, but when it comes to our dirt bike kits, I really appreciate simplicity in that way. Like I love having a simple pant, and I would love more colors if anything. But
so yeah, we like all of that is very much top of mind. It's in the works in the sense that like we are getting to it. Like it's not something that we are ignoring or pushing off. It's just literally, well, I guess we are kind of pushing it off, but it's
just outside of our bandwidth right now. We just can't.
Literally money.
And I think this is a good note too, that we really do read your DMs, and we really do take into consideration when y'all leave comments on our videos, and when we've had,
unless you tell us that we're ugly, then don't take that.
No, and we really do appreciate though, like how many women have reached out asking for, you know, a certain design, a certain color, certain size. Like I just can't, like, please continue to send us feedback, because all of this, as much as we were fulfilling a selfish need, is for all of you, and that you're asking it of us, I think we're humbled and honored that you think that we're capable of that. And they're like, I want you to make this for me so I can wear your stuff. Like that's just one of the highest compliments. It just depends on how you ask. Sometimes a couple people have been a little rude about it, and we're happy to work with whatever we can do in our resources at the moment. We will do our best to do, but like, please, it's just such a compliment. We really are grateful for everyone that reach out to us.
Like cares enough to reach out.
And like kindly being like, love what you do. How do you feel about a pink jersey? Because I would love that from you guys. I'm like, someone wants us to make them a
pink jersey.
Like they want to wear our stuff so much that they're asking this of us. So we're just really grateful. I know. Really nice. And like, we're listening. Like, we are making a pink jersey, because that was something we would get a ton of DMs about. We also got a ton of DMs about a pink dirt bike kit, which we have now on our website. and like expanding sizing. So I just want you all to know, we want you to know that we're listening, and we really do want to try and make y'all happy, man. So
We're just trying to make people happy,
we
man.
try to make people happy, and we love it. I don't know, and we love a challenge, especially when someone's like, "Hear me out," and we're like, "We like this idea."
Like if it's like crazy.
Something just different, but aligns with us. Like I just feel like the last email we were talking about.
Oh. Mhm.
Like something that might be a little bit out of our scope, but they're like, this would be sweet if you did that. And you're like, that's actually right up our alley if we can do it. Yeah. It always just comes down to, it's just us two with limited resources. But we try our best and we're listening.
Yeah. That was great. What a great ending. Sorry, I feel like I had such an abrupt, just like, yeah. But I was just like, I feel like you really
Tied it up.
Don't touch me with your
We're gonna go play weed
with
now.
your fluoride mouth.
We're gonna go play weed now.
Yeah, we're going on a triple date.
Triple date date. That's the kind of date I'm trying to go on.
Actually.
Speaking of it, Mozzarella.
Yeah, Kelly, I have a date tonight. And Kelly's like,
Me too.
Kelly's like, so what are we doing tonight? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, where are we going? I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why you thought that was crazy. He's like, oh, it's crazy. And I was like, I don't know what you mean by that.
Where are we going?
Are we not to do it? Are you not entertained? I just like pop up out of the booth. He's like, who is this?
Put my sushi on her tab.
I think I can help with this pen situation.
Dude, we're gonna test his Wii skills. Tennis.
Yeah, I gotta go get an adapter. That's actually what I have to do right now. Adapter, we get hammered. What a life we live.
Sad.
We're car player. You not play hard that dirt bike, didn't you? Yeah, well it doesn't. It's Wii bowling, baby. And I finally got a pro ball.
Our family takes Wii tournaments very seriously.
Yeah, we take Wii bowling of all pretty seriously.
When our cousin stayed with us last year, dude, we 3 days in a row. We moved the coffee table out of the living room because it's like a massive coffee table, and but our couch is an L shape, and so if you move the table, it basically creates a stadium.
It creates a dojo.
Where everyone sits on the couch, and then the two performers in the middle.
Right. Yeah. The sword game we play a lot.
Oh yeah,
Ninja
Sword. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we played for like 3 days straight.
Too long.
Plus Mexican Train Dominoes.
Great game.
Love that game.
Yeah. We used to be big into American Idol. I feel like it's kind of phased. We're really in our sports era right now. We used AJ, our cousin AJ, real big on the American Idol. Big time. You wouldn't expect it.
AJ and I.
My heart will go on.
My heart will go on. I have
one of those epic battles.
Never lost. AJ and I both have never lost. My heart will go on. Expert level American Idol on the Wii.
Yeah.
And whenever we sing it against each other, we both get perfect scores. No one has fucked up in years. Like, we have been doing this for years.
Well, why don't you spit a couple bars? Show the people your voice.
Dude, because in American Idol Wii, it's not about how good your voice is.
Right.
You truly just have to hit and sustain the note. So those notes at the end where she's like, once more, you open the door. I can't hear out of my left ear either. So
yeah,
it's really
I can either.
I can't hear out of my left ear, so it's making it hard.
Big Wii fans. Hitch.
That's all. I think that's. Oh my god! Now my ears itchy. I think that's why we like karaoke so much. Because it brings me back to the McRae dojo.
Brings me back to the dojo. Cage fight. Then you start fighting while playing Wii.
Dude, yeah, sometimes tennis gets a little...
Yeah,
Kelly put a hole in the wall.
Yeah, I didn't wear the wristband. I'm like, I don't need this thing. Then I got slippery because I was sweaty, and I went right into the wall. That's like, all right, that's it. Wristbands are a requirement.
The Wii remote just straight into the wall.
Yeah, intense.
Crazy.
I didn't realize it gets so sweaty.
I'm always.
I just like Dad wasn't even that mad actually. He's like, oh, wristbands, whatever they're called. An absolute fair law in this house. So,
Yeah. If anyone wants to come over and challenge,
Mom gave away her Guitar Hero, which I was kind of
Tennis.
upset about.
no one plays that.
Doodly, 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 doodly. Yeah, I'd play the same song. Fucking so right.
Yeah, Kelly's just in there by herself. I'm like, please, please,
For the love of God.
please take the game away.
On beginner, just hitting the yellow. I'm in the mood. Yeah, good times. Anyways, bye, bitch.
On that note, bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.